At its core, the History Project is about teachers teaching teachers. We bring history educators together, elementary, middle school, high school, college, and university educators, to think and work together to improve history instruction.
Historians from UC Davis and other colleges and universities make an important contribution to this effort and invigorate their own teaching as a result.
I've got an audience of public school teachers that are very interested in history, might not know that much about this topic, and I need to make sure that it's interesting for them so that I can excite them about the topic, invigorate them, and they can then bring that energy, which I hope I'm bringing to my presentation, they can bring that energy into the classroom to their students.
So these illustrations that we looked at, they were made by people who weren't there. They had a lot of resources that helped them recreate these scenes, but maybe they weren't telling us the whole truth.
We can bring cutting-edge scholarship to them, which they can then turn into useful lesson plans for their students.
The project organizes professional learning opportunities for teachers like Jed Larsen.
I feel like the History Project has opened up this avenue that enables me to think about history not by myself, but as part of community.
History Project teachers learn to engage students in the process of historical investigation, apprenticing students to think and work like historians in age-appropriate ways.
It's not about just opening up the textbook and saying, oh yeah, in 1848, this is what happened. It's really making the students actually live through that time and making sure that he's teaching through those perspectives. What would you be doing if? Imagine that you were, so he's really hitting on higher order thinking skills.
Turn to a neighbor and make a guess. How many of those people died in battle? Go.
Basically a lot.
Show me a 1 if you think most of them. Show me a 2 if you think about half of them. Show me a 3 if you think less than half. Most of them didn't die from battle, those soldiers. Yeah, most of them died from battle, right? This is how many actually died from battle. Yeah.
Professional learning takes place in after-school workshops, summer institutes, online seminars, and through lesson study.
Through online seminars, we're able to offer professional development to teachers in the most remote parts of the state, after school, from the convenience of their own classrooms or their homes.
We started doing lesson study with our teachers because we wanted a way for them to take their History Project experience and apply it directly to the classroom. What I do see is a deeper conversation about learning. I see teachers asking hard questions that they may not have asked. Even sometimes it's real simple, but when we have the opportunity to dissect one lesson, it really makes teachers aware that there's a lot more to creating a lesson than simply sitting down the day before you teach it and grabbing a question and grabbing some sources and having students do something and hopefully they learn something.
The History Project at UC Davis is well positioned to offer support to teachers, schools, and districts who are involved in the process of embedding the Common Core standards into their classrooms. We have a body of literacy work that matches up very closely with the Common Core.
Dr. Nancy Bier of SRI International, an independent nonprofit research institute, has studied the History Project since 2001.
They provide high-quality professional development that the research community feels is high quality. And the research community thinks of 4 or 5 or 6 different aspects. One is that it's content-based. It's embedded in the subject, history. It's sustained over time. There's follow-up, either from a specific workshop or over years. It's differentiated for the teacher. So it's based on the teacher's previous knowledge and experience. It's contextualized so that it helps the teacher figure out how to take it back to their classroom if they have specific populations they're working with. As measured by the California State Test of History Social Science and the State Test of English Language Arts, teachers who participate in this, the students in their class, are doing better on these tests than students from teachers who don't participate in it.
Other teachers who I've learned dramatically from on how to teach, how to bring different kinds of skills and strategies in the classrooms. And the history project itself just keeps providing amazing lecturers and teacher presenters. It's basically a constant learning process. No matter what end I'm on, I always kind of feel like I'm on the learning end.
The History Project at UC Davis, empowering teachers and their students.